different challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got his man. It's Eifert. It's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check in. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 22, Jackson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check tight. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike.
From the gun, Jackson, and able to find Green. Green's first catch of the game, good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw is Winston. Going up top for Miller. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Ready? White 25. 57's the mic. Watch the run. Flip.
Check, Mike, 57.
To the air again with Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Take it at the 37. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. Scott Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
34 is the mic. 34 off. I'm here all day.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being...
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? I got it. Watch tight end. 4 down.
From the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 34. Mike 34.
Now Jackson throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. Cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
57's the Mike. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
4th down, so Jameis Winston is off. Matt Gay is on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Oh, and this one slides to the right on Gay. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
From the gun, Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have?
And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Got it. 34's the mic. He's
Short.
check him.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Hey, defense, let's go.
25. Check 25.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Oh, get him. Shut up.
On first down, Mixon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 4 at the 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.